Alright, so we're back with more Spyro the Dragon. Got a bit of news here that was a little bit irritating. I didn't save it before I quit, because I was going off the logic of Spyro 2 and 3, where the game saves automatically whenever you enter a new world. This game doesn't do that. So the only save I had was that one save you saw back in the Artisan's world. So between last session and this session, I didn't even realise. So I started up, ready to record today, and it was like, yeah, no, let's do some more Spyro. I'm having fun with Spyro. Let's do some more Spyro. And I'm back in the Artisan's homeworld, and I need to go through like 6 levels or so to get back to where we were here. So you know, that was fun. But we're back with more Spyro. We're in Cliff Town. This is one of the... I remember this level gave me a bunch of trouble when I was playing this on the Vita, because there's a few gems that are just hidden, like really tucked away. And I've seen people in like other Let's Plays of this game, I've seen people have trouble finding those few gems that I had trouble with. Oh, you're gonna be really awkward, aren't you? No, you're not. They'll give you the chance. They'll give you the satisfaction. Yeah, no. So while this part has started with me back where we left off,
how's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
it's like, for you guys, this session started basically exactly where we left off, in Cliff Town. For me, I've been at this for like another half hour maybe, because thankfully it's not that long. I've been blowing through Spyro pretty quick actually. Expected the game to take longer. Not that it's a bad thing, but I was thinking this game would be way longer in my head, and that's something that I've been kind of messing up a bunch recently. But no, we got through it relatively quickly. It helped that with stuff like I had to do Sunny Flight and Night Flight again, so it helped that I had the sequence for that still in my head. I need to burn these cauldrons. I forgot about that. They give me gems. So yeah, I had the sequence for those fresh in my head, so you know that was okay. Also, while I was doing what would you call it? While I was catching back up with where we'd left off, I also did make the discovery that if a level has an egg in it, it will tell you.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Alright. So there's the return portal home. Need to remember I've got a bunch of cauldrons I need to light up. But yeah, this is like one of the biggest levels, and it's certainly a really impressive thing for the PS1. The draw distance. And it uses something that I've heard referred to as the low poly trick. And essentially what that is objects and buildings and stuff in the distance will have a lower polygon count while they're further away. So you're not taxing the hardware too much to render everything. And it's something you see even to this day, lower polygons on objects further away. It's something I brought up during Mario 64, because if Mario is a certain distance from the camera while he's moving, he has a lower poly model. And like, this is one of the most obvious implementations of it I've seen. And it works. Like, you end up with these huge levels. Like, not too many of them, but there's never an issue with draw distance. You can see across like almost all of the level, except for what's blocked by scenery, which is really cool on a PS1.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
So the whirlwind is talking about spawns, I think, when you rescue him, and it's basically just a quick way to get back up here. So we got that. It just lets us get back up here, which is really convenient. So you need to get up here to glide to a bunch of those buildings over there in the distance. Because there's a few things we need over here. Like, we want to get to there and light that firework. And while I'm on the ground, let me see about getting some of those cauldrons that I missed. Did I get this one? No. Pretty sure this was the first one I got then. Yep, it's all good. So grab some of those cauldrons, those gems that I missed. I always forget that I need to flame those. Oh, did I flame that while I was there? And there was at least one more. And I guess at this point we will see when we've got every other gem we can find. There we go. Whether we've got everything. So I want to make a leap for that building. I'm not going to make that. It's going to require a specific glide, probably from this side. So we use this whirlwind that activates when we get up to the top. And that should make it easier. Awesome. And that will open that chest up there. So we can grab that on the way back. I also saw something sparkling over there. And that's a cool thing. Gems in the distance will sparkle. Which is a really cool feature to let you see gems in the distance without having to actually render them. The game is always aware of the position of gems that you haven't got. And just, I don't know, implements a sparkle over them. Now this, back here, is usually where the gems that everybody misses are. Oh no. Let's try it again. But yeah, back when I did this on Vita, which I think was the first time I actually finished this game. I didn't have this as a kid. These were where the gems I missed were. It was really irritating. I've seen a bunch of playthroughs where they were the last gems somebody found. How many do I have? 355. So we go and get that chest that I opened up. Unless I'll have to break it again. The firework has respawned. Alright. And here we go. And we're good. Flame the firework. There it is. And we'll go and grab these, and hopefully this will be the last we need. Is that it? Is that it? Feel like it isn't. No, we're still missing 20. This is a 400 gem level. Where are the rest of them, I wonder? This is going to be fun. So I flame both of these. Glide back over there and get another look. Though, actually, did I look down here? Yeah, that's okay. I hate Cliff Town. Don't tell me I have to flame the cacti. It's over there. That's fair enough. And another yellow. Yep, and that's all of them. So I think it's red is 1, green is 2, yellow's 10. I forget if there's a 5. Purple's 25, I think. Alright, and that's that level done. So how many have got left in this world? Let's check. Just a boss, it looks like. And the boss of the Peacekeepers is Dr. Shemp. The Forgotten Stooge finally getting King's Revenge. For those who don't know, it's the Three Stooges, most commonly known as Larry, Curly, and Moe. But before Curly, there was actually Larry, not Larry. Before Curly, there was Shemp. I think it was Larry, Moe, and Shemp. And at some point, Shemp was replaced with Curly, and then Curly had a bunch of health issues. And eventually passed away, and they brought Shemp back. And so Shemp is usually referred to as the fourth Stooge. So the boss levels in this game are kind of weird in that they're levels in themselves, there just happens to be a boss in them. Spyro 2 and 3, the bosses would be between worlds. And they would just be boss fights. There's no level around them. Just, okay, between the worlds you gotta fight this boss, and just this boss. So I need the camera to cooperate. I need a way to get over there. And there's also this. Grab the key as soon as possible because I'm not sure where the chest is. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's because she's a chicken. Can we get over there from here? It's possible. Let's give it a shot. Oh. Maybe. Might require a very specific jump from there, though. So every time you re-kill an enemy you've already killed, they don't drop the gems. Instead, they drop these little orbs that go around Spyro's face in the top right corner. And what happens is, fill the circle, and they will give you an extra life. So we grab these two, that might be enough. No, it's one more. So yeah, they'll give you an extra life. We'll find out now. That's 13 lives. Looks like this is the highest place. I don't think I can get up there. So, there's like a bunch of the glides in this can be very specific in the timing of the jump. It's one of the things that makes the hover in Spyro 2 and 3 like really useful, and you really... It's the main reason why you start to miss it, honestly, when you come back to the first game.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
So he's a big enemy that is wearing armor, but as has become probably kind of standard at this point, the trick is to get him to turn his back. And that's really it. That's how all the big enemies with armor are handled in this game. Unless... try to fake you out with that. Gotta be quick. Unless there's an exception like in the ice caverns where you charge them because they're slippery. The ground is slippery and they're wearing metal shoes for some reason. That's it. None of the bosses in this game are particularly difficult. Even the last boss is actually pretty easy. Although the last boss, Nasty Naught, plays out more like an extended thief chase more than anything. That's a 25, and grab the rest. Oh, there is a 5, it's blue. Awesome. Not gonna get back this way. So I said the camera was good before, but you know, it's always the issue when a camera gets stuck on the environment when you're in a small area in the environment. Well, we're still warned, we don't have to fight Shemp again, so we're all good. Even a lot of games these days still do it, because they'll count the wall as a solid object that the camera can't move through. And you might think that the best idea would be to have them move through the wall and render the other side of the wall invisible. But that in itself can create problems with the camera where you can see through a lot of the geometry. Which we might have seen already by this point in a few games. But I'm not sure. So we go to the Magic Crafters, the next world.